The member for Wentworth.
The mortgage broking model originated as a disruptor to the market power of the major banks that were gouging clients. With the government's proposed changes to the mortgage broking industry resulting from the Hayne Royal Commission into banking, how can the government ensure that the oligopoly of the big banks does not benefit financially, whilst average families and small business once again are forced to pay the price of limited competition?
The Treasurer has the call.
I thank the member for Wentworth. She said she was a Liberal. Now she's talking like a Liberal, Mr. Speaker, because the reality is that only this side of the House supports mortgage brokers, and those opposite—
Members on both sides.
Those opposite don't, Mr. Speaker. Those opposite, Mr. Speaker, don't. Now, the reality is there are 16,000 mortgage brokers, Mr. Speaker. Now, they employ around 27,000 people, and the coalition is standing with mortgage brokers against those opposite who want to disrupt their business model. Now, Mr. Speaker, the reality is if the mortgage brokers lose their business, the only beneficiaries will be the big banks. And we've been waiting and waiting for over 2 weeks for the Labor Party to provide an answer to the Royal Commission, Mr. Speaker. We've been waiting over 2 weeks. Over 2 weeks. And the member for Hawthorne said that she would provide a response within a week, Mr. Speaker. Well, we're still waiting, and from the member for McMahon. The reality is that the Liberal and National parties will stand with the mortgage brokers, 75% of whom are small businesses and sole traders, Mr. Speaker, writing more than half of the mortgage loans. So we will not abolish mortgage brokers like those opposite, who are, if they implement every single one of the Hayne recommendations as they're promised to, will see the big banks benefit at the expense of the small businesses, namely the mortgage brokers.